Hello, and thank you so much for coming to my website and to my podcast. I'm usually outside, but today it just wasn't possible, and I'm using a new microphone and actually probably need to adjust the volume there a little bit. I think it's too loud. I have a new microphone, as you can see, and thought it would probably be good to start doing these videos inside. And you might be wondering about my appearance. Well, today we're going to do a breathwork exercise that one of my teachers, my shamanic teachers in Mexico, taught me, and it is called Shaya Coyotl, which means mask in Nahuatl. So, and you'll see why, and you know, a lot in the things that I study in Mexican shamanism have to do with our perception and our perception of reality and how much it's influenced from socialization. And that in reality we're all wearing a mask of the rational self, of the rational mind. Welcome to my house. And let's get started. And this is also my first episode of the podcast, so I'm going to do this free breathwork exercise for you that I hope you enjoy. And then afterwards I'm going to just read a short story that I wrote about my time living in Ghana, living in West Africa, when I was 28. I lived there about 6 months. And as many of you know, I'm a writer, so I wrote this short story, and it talks a lot about my spiritual, where I come from things spiritually. So I thought it would be nice to share. Please feel free to stay for the whole thing. So this exercise is meant to, I wanted to say one more thing. So also the other reason why I'm in this gorgeous, divine, feminine form is that according to the Toltec Aztec calendar, which is the same calendar, we are now in the feminine fire time, you know? So this time of change is feminine, and it is like, so feminine in the way that it's darkness and chaos. Or darkness that's considered chaos, which is why I created the course into Intuitive Earth, dealing with the chaos and using the earth to help us. And so I really wanted to embody for this podcast that divine feminine fire. I feel pretty feminine, pretty divine feminine in this beautiful headpiece. And even though I don't wear material things over my third eye every day, I would like to. maybe I'll start. Sometimes I wear a bandana. So you want to stand or sit, and the point is that your feet should be on the ground. And it's a series. The count is for 7, correlating to the 7 chakras. And you're going to inhale through your mouth, exhale through your nose, and you're going to inhale a serpent-like energy, because the ancient people knew that everything was a wave on a quantum level. So you're going to use that. You can imagine a snake, or you can just imagine a wave, a serpentine energy, healing your cells of all the areas that I'm going to guide you through, healing your body. And then also healing your emotions and your spirit. So sit comfortably, feet on the floor, and we're going to start to our left, which is Yolotl in Nahuatl, and our right is Olotl. This first round is dedicated, you want to imagine rain coming down on your ancestors. So this first round is dedicated to cleansing our ancestors with the rain. So face your left, Yolotl, and inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the right. Come back. Inhale. go to the right, imagining that rain. Cleansing your ancestors. Inhale. It can be a light rain. It can be a heavy rain. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Cleansing your ancestors. The left is associated with the ancestral plane. Healing and cleansing them to our right. Last one. Exhale to the right. Good, nice deep breaths. Now you want to tilt your head up, facing the cosmos as children of the sky, and allowing fire to come circling down into your body through the cosmos, up from above. Inhale to 7. Letting the fire come into you. Exhale. Lowering your head. So seeing that fire coming into your body as you look down. Inhale. As child of the cosmos, exhale. Feeling that fire descend into your body. Inhale. Feel the fire up through your head, through your chest. Exhale. See yourself from above, being cleansed by that fire. Good. 4th breath. Exhale, fire swirling down. See yourself being transmuted by the fire, being transformed by the fire. 5th one, inhale. Looking down upon yourself, exhale. Inhale as a child of the universe, as the seed of the universe. Pulling the fire within you as a raging fire swirling down through your body. Exhale, looking down at yourself. Cleansing yourself with that fire. Last one, as a child of the cosmos, the seed. Pulling the fire of the sun energy into your seed so that you can grow. Looking down. Allowing that fire to consume you. Good. And now look forward. And this is the Shayakoyotl, so the mask. So we're looking forward. And you're going to inhale the serpentine energy of the earth. So the earth energy is the serpent. Inhale it in through your nose, into your face and into your mind. Inhale for 7. Really feel that wave coming into your face and cleansing you. Exhale, releasing any tension. Back into the earth. It's enormously cleansing. Pull it in, pull that snake energy into your nose, into your face. Now pull it deeper into your mind and into your skull. Exhale into the earth. Wonderful. Inhale through your nose, your face, your skull, your mind, cleansing any stuck energy. Exhale, release into the earth. Inhale through your nose, your face, your skull, your mind, clearing out any negative or trapped energy. Like a whirlwind of serpentine energy, just clearing all that out on a quantum level, using that wave, healing wave on the quantum level. Exhale, release into the earth. Through your feet. Inhale again through your nose, through your face, through your mind, filling up your entire skull with that healing serpentine energy on a quantum level. So all of your cells in your nose, in your face, and in your skull, and your mind are being healed by your inhalation, by your intent, your unbending intent. Exhale deep into the earth through your feet, any negative creations. 6, inhale. Healing yourselves on a quantum level using the ancient energy of the earth, 5 million year old energy of the earth, and an exhale through your feet, establishing your connection deep into the earth. Last one, Shayakoyol. Inhale. Through your nose, through your face, through your mind, all the way to the back reaches of your skull. Healing any trapped energy, exhale through your feet. Wonderful. Now you're going to inhale, do the same inhalation, but into your throat chakra. For another round of 7. Inhale, you can keep your eyes open or closed. Do what you like. I'm going to close my eyes for this one. Inhale. Through your nose, through your face, through your skull, through your mind, into your throat chakra, opening up your throat chakra. Exhale as you exhale, imagine a blue turquoise being left in your throat chakra. Blue turquoise is the color of the throat. Number 2, inhale. All the way through to your throat, exhale turquoise. It's enormously empowering. Inhale. Now you're going to clear out any victimization or any low self-esteem you might have experienced in your life, and you're going to transform it and exhale turquoise. Clearing any blocks. Inhale through your nose, through your face, through your mouth, to the back reaches of your skull, clearing out any victimization or low self-esteem that are blocked in your throat chakra. Exhale turquoise being over your throat. Inhale 5. Releasing any blocks of low self-esteem, of victimization, and replacing it with a beautiful turquoise light over your throat chakra, opening it up. Healing it through that blue turquoise light. Inhale through your nose, filling your face, your skull, your mind, your entire throat area. Any blocks, any viruses, any stuck energy, any victimization, any low self-esteem, and replacing it with a glowing, warm turquoise light. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Filling up your face, your mental cavity, into your throat chakra, releasing, filling up with a beautiful, warm, golden turquoise color in your throat chakra. Releasing any feelings of victimization or low self-esteem. Now we're going to extend upon that and come into our chest and our lungs and our central organs, our gallbladder, our spleen, our liver. So try to remember all the places we're moving our breath with the serpentine energy, the snake-like energy. Good. Inhale. Through our nose, our face, our skull, our throat, down into our chest, and releasing any time in our heart center. And then exhale through our feet. Any negative creations in our heart center. Inhale again, beginning with our nose. Through our face, skull, throat, into our heart center, releasing any time from our heart center. Exhale into the earth. Number 3, inhale again. Through our face and our skull and our throat into our heart. And as we're in our heart center, heal any wounds, any times, any slights that you were hurted, that your heart is hanging on to. And making the motion counterclockwise. So it goes reversing time in our heart space. Let it swirl around. Exhale through your feet. Wonderful. 4th round. Inhale. All the way in, that serpentine energy all through our body, into our hearts, and now expanding into our lungs, into both lungs, cleansing any sadness and gloom that might be in our lungs. And then exhale through our feet, any negative creations into the earth. Inhale that serpentine energy, that serpent earth energy. Through our face, through our minds, and our skull, and our throat, and our heart, and our lungs. And expanding into our vital organs, our liver. Cleansing any anger we're hanging on to in our liver. Let that snake energy consume any anger we're holding in our liver. And exhale through our feet into the earth. Wonderful. Isn't that much lighter? Inhale through your face, the serpentine energy. Allow it to move through your body, through your skull, through your throat, and your heart, and your lungs, into your liver, into your gallbladder, into your spleen, into your pancreas, into these vital organs that hold our intent. Putting our focus there, creating intent in these vital organs inside of us, creating whatever we like, cleansing any blocks, cleansing any negative creations with our breath on a quantum level, using that serpentine earth-like energy. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. That snake earth energy all the way down into our chest and into our stomach and our wombs, and touching our sexual energy and using it to transmute and heal any disease, any harm that we have done to ourselves or others, and transforming it into our greatest destiny, using that to serve people as opposed to hurting people, changing our destiny. Allow it to transform ourselves and creating our womb space, doesn't matter your gender, our creative organs, so that we may be alert at all times to the things that need to come to us in the great mystery. And then exhale through your feet. Well, thank you so much for joining me for that exercise. It is from one of my teachers, Charlotte, in Mexico City. And is wonderful. So I really encourage you to do these on a daily or regular basis. These exercises are meant to be done on a regular basis. It's not a one-off. So that's why I wanted to make it a podcast and as a free gift for coming to my website so that you can practice. And then as you practice, you engage more and more and maybe have a session with me. And so I'm a lucid dreaming coach and breathwork coach and an intuitive channel, and I use a lot of different healing modalities because I've studied many different things, and I use a combination in my own healing practice. So check out my website, SheilaHernandez.com, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoyed the practice. It really helps you release a great deal. So, on to the art component of the episode. I'm going to read to you a story I wrote a few months ago. Actually, I wrote it in the Yucatan when I was there doing some work with the freshwater pools there. I want to say there's cenotes. Centeotl is primal chaos in the Toltec system. And so here is my, eventually I may read from my book on this podcast. I don't know, this is my first episode. And sorry about this light. I usually like to do these videos outside. But I have to figure out the microphone. This piece is called A is for Africa. This is maybe the 5th time that I've written this short story. It has a different version every time. I'm a lot like the ancient painters of China that would paint the same mountain over and over again. I tend to write the same things over and over again, and I think as artists we probably just deal with the same things. That's what my mentor at Berkeley told me, which I find very comforting since I've been writing for about 20 years, and so I tend to write about the same things. Spirituality, travel, and humor, and love. And so you can watch or just listen to the short story. It's not very long, and then I'll say goodbye. So, I've thought for some time that love is simply seeing the entirety of someone else. Seeing their personality, seeing their divergence and convergence with society, listening to every note they play, nodding your head and playing alongside of them. That's why children are so charming. A child, in their innocence, looks at creatures with love. Love is at the center of what it has taken me a lifetime to understand as my purpose. Love is a doorway. I also sort of liked that I was here at my doorway because it's conduits. We have the energy of a doorway. So, a doorway to what? To ecstasy, to enlightenment, to evolution, to space. Am I an astronaut? You'll see. I'm obsessed with space and would love to be an astronaut for NASA. But I do go to space now. So, April 14th, 2005, Ghana, West Africa. It's 104 degrees. I am in the dusty north, where people pray 5 times a day, and I have malaria. Malaria is second only to tuberculosis and worldwide deaths. Africa, the birthplace of humanity. The dawn of Western civilization. Home, I'm referring to Egypt here. Home to treasures we are still unfolding. What was I doing in Ghana at 28? I was curious. It's true. Many interesting things happened those 6 months. I turned down a job for the World Bank, had a tete-a-tete with a baboon, saw skinny lions. It's true. Yet nothing was more remarkable than that hot day in the Sub-Sahara. Bedridden in sweat-soaked sheets, nauseous and unable to eat, I stared at the simple U-shaped iron light fixture above my head and thought about my mother. Why did I think sorry, last night, please. Podcast number 1. Why did I think Africa would give me an answer? A big sign was over my head and flashing neon lights, blinking life. And there's a question mark at the end. Central West Africa smells like fried plantains and palm wine. Fecund 1, in all caps, is its glam plate. Biodiverse smells abound after the rain. Fat drops punch your shoulders. Long, tight drops clap the lala palms and baobab trunks. Unlike humans, the birds keep talking during the rain. As soon as the rain stops, a cacophony of voices and tools resume. Back to work. Back to my Africa story. The voices are human, by the way. There I was, laying in a beige bed surrounded by beige walls. Outside, the beginning of the beige Sahara. I was alone. Was I lonely? The answer was no. This, I think, is fascinating. Death is a great ally. She sits patiently beside you. She's loving and quiet. I kept thinking about the other side of that silent desert. I had never been to Egypt. Then it happened. Sweat beating down my cheeks. I looked up at the light fixture. My mom, her voice, her sometimes aggressive, often loving, energy wall all around me. She passed away 10 years before. I felt a tingle, a kind of ecstasy in my entire body. In a flash, it was gone. And my perspective changed. Just scroll. Patience is a virtue. I was in a different place. I was no longer laying in bed. I was rising, little by little, towards the light fixture. I was out of my body. A moment before, I heard sounds, chickens, children, a bus driving away. Now I heard only silence. I was absolute lightness. I didn't see my own body, but I did see the bed. I saw the walls and ceiling from an elevated position. Then just as quickly, I was back in my body, sweating again. It was so hot. It's hard to really explain the heat in that situation. Malaria in the north of Ghana. So, I digress. Later, after many confusing conversation with wise men and women, I figured out the ecstasy component. Our sexual energy in balance, that is, our divine feminine and divine masculine, working in harmony, has the potential to be one of the most expensive commodities on the planet. It's jet fuel. Ancient Egyptians used sex magic to propel themselves up and out of their bodies. 3000 BC initiates looking to tune their ka, or astral body, so like energetic, one of the energetic bodies around our physical body, to a higher frequency, trained in Giza, in the Pyramid of Giza. Ecstatic sensual sensations in the body creates an alchemy between worlds. The world of life and the material, and the world of the immaterial, and perhaps multiple dimensions. Is it death? I argue it's the death of a veil of perception. So it's our perception that keeps us in the 3D reality. So that's why I argue it's the end of the veil. And then the Mexican tradition, and also the Hindu tradition, talk a great deal about the veil. So, shamans of ancient Mexico called astral projection conscious dying. It's the final frontier in lucid dreaming training. Lucid dreaming is about leadership. As I teach it, it is. How to come out of passivity and into leadership over your own experience. Leadership is embodying the stability and protection of the divine masculine, as well as the empathy, intuition, and creativity of the divine feminine. I visualize the divine masculine as a flagpole. Much like our current era filled with nation states, right? So there's the flagpole, and then the flag is whipping around the flagpole. You can see me. There's a little bit of a glare. So, okay, this wants to come off. Well, this is how I normally look. Just a moment. The divine feminine is the power of potentiality and creation. Primal chaos, and it swirls around the divine masculine, communicating in the dialectic, creating beauty and divining beyond space and time. That is the intuitive element. The divine feminine was intuitive beyond time. Together, they are a powerhouse, a straight line combined with pure energy, a jetpack. You aim it straight for your heart. Through your body, I mean. The language of the heart is love. Love is a kind of alchemical process, In Tibetan Buddhism, Platonics, Sufi, Taoist, Toltec, and ancient Egyptian texts and teachers say to leave through your heart center. I'm talking about an astral projection here, or conscious dying as it's called in Mexico. To deny our heart is to pretend our greatest energy source doesn't exist. For beginners, we go to the sun as we leave our body. It makes sense, according to Neil deGrasse Tyson. If we are touching any living inanimate form in this realm, there are particles or atoms that separate us. On the sun, that separation doesn't exist. And the particles are pure energy moving through one another all the time. So that kind of comes full circle back to the wave, and using the wave or the serpent coming from the earth, as the ancient people called it, to heal ourselves on a quantum cellular level, using our breath as the tool, as the mechanism. So, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for listening and watching, and I sincerely hope that you got a great deal out of it. I had a wonderful time and love sharing my work. So, sending you all a great deal of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye.